Hello, my name is Mercedes Lamb, and this is my presentation for the category of Computer and Information Sciences entitled Can You Paint with All the Colors of the Wind? The Effects of Color Theory on Narrative Framing. My presentation primarily focuses on color theory being described as a psychological and sociological study of color relating between humans and the relationship of colors between themselves. Other aspects I also looked at in my study was synesthesia, or a condition categorized by those with it giving numbers, letters, or days of the week different colors, textures, or patterns, such as Wednesday being a fuzzy blue polka dot. Other aspects I studied was ludonarrative and ludonarrative dissonance. Ludonarrative, as described in game studies, being described as the relationship between the mechanics of a game and its narrative. And finally, I looked at color theory within the context of games. I wanted to look at how color theory affects our perception of not only characters we play as, but characters we are involved with and the levels we play through. As for how I came about this study, I used the Unity engine to develop 3 different versions of my game. One game being red tinted, one game being blue tinted, and a third untinted version as a control group. After this, I used a survey on the Qualtrics platform to ask players to describe the relationship between color and emotion, emotion and color, and then to open-endedly describe their experiences with the game and categorize it. After, while processing data, many of the beginning questions asking players to analyze the relationship between color and theory that they had came across normally about the relationship of research I had found before, such as blue being sad, anger being red, and disgust being green. Other aspects I looked at were the open-ended words that players use to describe their games, such as when asked to describe red, they used terms such as anger or angry, followed closely by aggression. But others were more open-ended and came into a variety of answers, such as green having more state of being words, such as reflective, happiness, energetic, or peaceful. After that, when analyzing the questions of how the game made players feel, such as in version A, our red tinted version, more players felt concerned, intrigued, or afraid for our character, concerned that they may have fallen into a location such as hell. And when asked to categorize this game, many players placed it into a horror or fantasy category, falling in line with how the game made them feel. After this, I used the most common words on a question saying, "What do you believe happened next?" and a question asking the overarching mood to create word clouds, finding the most common terms that are used in the game. A cat is also a character of the game, and many people focus on the cat's relationship if the cat is alive and also if the young boy is alive. As well, when looking at the mood of the game, people commonly refer to the red being bad, fearful, or nothing. Once again, in line with the other research I've previously found. As for next steps, in conclusion, I can conclude that games really do focus on color and need to continue using color across all departments and not just the art department. Games that do this well, such as We Happy Few, utilize color in a way many other games don't, showing how color relationships between characters can create whole moods, whole scenarios, and subvert character expectations, such as seeing in the movie Cats Don't Dance and the character Darla Dimple, categorized by her yellow ringlets and her small pink dress that we soon later reveals that she's the villain of the movie instead of the young happy girl we believe. As for my next steps, I would want to examine how the environment that the game takes place in, a forest, affects players' perception, and also look at how the character that the players meet at the end of the game, a elk, could be changed out for a bear and change the perception. After that, I would also look at examining how different colors used, as I had only used red and blue, could be swapped out for yellows, greens, oranges, or even other tints and shades of the same colors to affect the player's perception. Thank you.